Saying no. Why is that so hard? Why is saying no so hard for many, many people, especially women? I think it's because we've been programmed from a very early age to caretake, to do for others, to put others on the front of the list and put yourself last. Raising a family, you have to attend to the needs of the children, so you put yourself last constantly, all the time. We think and we confuse it with loving our family and different people, but it's just a program and it'll make you really sick if you carry it to the extreme. And many of us do, and I did. When I had breast cancer, I had to look at that because in not being able to say no, I was causing myself a lot of stress. And my poor body was just saying, no, I can't take this anymore. So if you're not going to say no, then my body was saying no for me. How do we confuse this with loving people? It's an unbalanced way of looking at love. It's actually a need. It comes from a need to be needed, which comes from feeling unworthy and unlovable. We have a, want to be needed, so we do things for people, and sometimes causing a lot of stress for us because, there aren't enough hours in the day, and so it builds up an internal conflict, and it's not healthy for us because we say yes, but then have a lot of resentments going on inside of us, which isn't, which is awful. It causes conflict. And for the other person, they really don't want you to be resented in them. They don't like it either. So we get confused. And so to be emotionally balanced is to be able to be true to yourself. And sometimes saying no to others is saying yes to yourself. So by having the choice, and you'll know in your body if somebody requests something, if you feel like 150 years old, the answer should definitely be no. If it makes your heart sing, then the answer is yes. So how can we say no in a healthy way so the other person doesn't get offended? It's by still loving the person, but saying truthfully and honestly, I love you, I really love you, but I can't do that at this moment. So you're telling the person, you're not saying no because you don't love them or like them. You're just saying no because it's not good for you. You just can't do it. And so there's many ways of saying it. Saying, well, no, that doesn't suit me. I can't. Or just say no, go back and look at it and decide whether you want to do it or not. But usually our response is, yes, I'll do it, yes, yes. And then you go, oh God, no, no. Your whole body's screaming out, no. So by loving and nurturing ourselves, we can say, no, I'm sorry, I can't, that doesn't suit me right now. I love you. Or a child rings up, oh, I'm stranded in the other side of the world, can you buy me a ticket? And if you don't say no, it means you don't love me. Well, that's emotional blackmail. Well, what are you going to do about the situation? I've seen mothers mortgage their homes, um, parents going into debt to get their child out of a drug habit, alcohol, and it's just unhealthy for all parties concerned. Because by saying no, it's good for the other person to reach rock bottom and realize they have to look at their life. By saying yes all the time, constantly bailing out, you're just, it's just the situation takes longer to arrive. So you may as well just be really honest with yourself and no is healthy. It's saying yes to yourself. And it doesn't mean you don't love the other person. It means that this situation isn't healthy. It's right to say no. But many, many people tear their hair out of it, tear their hair out trying to say no. So realizing with detachment that no is a good word. I mean, initially I had to write it on my hand, no, and really didn't have to give any explanation. I wrote it on the refrigerator, by the phone, just to change that pattern I had of always saying yes and going against myself. So when we learn to say no, your whole body will thank you so much. It might be saying no to the school, baking all those cookies when you're exhausted after kids' work. It might be saying no to a partner. I don't want to go to that dinner. Everyone else is going to be talking about a subject I'm not slightly interested in. And so this conflict can be resolved really easily. So you go ahead, dear, and I'll stay here and do what I want to do. So it gets easier with practice. But if you're so overworked and overstressed, it just doesn't do anything for anybody. Even the person you're saying yes to, they say, oh gosh, she's, miserable. Well, you are because you're doing all this, but you really don't need to, and it's unhealthy to. So learn to say no, to say, I love you so much, but no, I can't do that. Oh, but I need this, please, please, please. Sorry, no, I can't do that right now. No, I don't agree with that. And if they want explanation, no is the end of a sentence. So it's become my favorite word, and a word it took me years and years to have the vocabulary to say it. And I see many, many people like that, and especially women, and it's destroying our health. I think the major cause of breast cancer is catering to other people and putting yourself last, and inside you're resenting it. So be clever and learn to say no. Then you don't have to resent anybody. You just love everybody. And there's clarity. So you're clear, they're clear where you stand. And of course they may not like you for a while, but that's okay. That punishment's alright. You can take it, you're an adult. So learn to say no and just say yes to yourself. Love and nurture yourself. In an aeroplane, they say put the oxygen mask on you first and then your child. So give the love to you first, then your children, your partner, your friends, people everywhere. So just remember, Saying no is saying yes to you. Try it. It works. Goodbye.